The Cat Kid. Once upon a time, in a small sunny town, there lived a clever and adventurous little cat named Max. Max wasn't just any ordinary cat. He was known around the neighborhood as the Cat Kid because of his heroic deeds and his knack for solving problems. Max lived with his best friend Tim, a young boy who loved playing outdoors and exploring new places. Together, they formed an unstoppable duo, always ready to lend a paw or a hand to anyone in need. One bright Saturday morning, Tim and Max decided to visit the local park. As they wandered around, they noticed something unusual. The park's fountain, which usually sparkled and danced with water, was dry. The flowers around it were wilting, and the birds that usually splashed in the water were nowhere to be seen. "Something's not right, Max," Tim said, scratching his head. "We need to figure out what's happened to the water." Max nodded in agreement, his whiskers twitching with determination. He raised his paw, pointing toward the maintenance shed at the edge of the park. Tim understood instantly. Inside the shed, they found a jumble of tools and equipment. Among the clutter, Max's keen eyes spotted a large, dusty book titled "The Secret of the Park Fountain." Tim carefully opened the book and they began to read. According to the book, the fountain's water came from a hidden underground spring, connected by a series of pipes. If the water stopped flowing, it could mean that something was blocking the pipes. Max and Tim knew what they had to do. With Tim leading the way and Max at his side, they followed the book's instructions. They traced the path of the pipes through the park, searching for any signs of trouble. Finally, they reached a spot where the ground was slightly damp. Max started digging with his paws, and Tim helped with a small spade they had brought along. After a few minutes, they uncovered a clogged pipe filled with leaves and dirt. Working together, they cleared the blockage and watched as the water began to flow again. They quickly ran back to the fountain, excited to see if their efforts had worked. As they approached, they heard the sound of water splashing and saw the fountain spring to life, its clear, sparkling water dancing in the sunlight. The birds returned, chirping happily, and the flowers perked up, their colors vibrant once more. The park was alive with joy, all thanks to Max and Tim's teamwork and determination. The other children in the park gathered around, cheering and clapping for the Cat Kid and his best friend Tim. From that day on, Max and Tim became local heroes, always ready for their next adventure, solving problems and making their town a better place. And so, Max the Cat Kid and his friend Tim continued to explore, help, and spread happiness wherever they went, proving that no problem was too big when they worked together. And they lived happily ever after, always ready for their next adventure.